Bills, Texans, coming up here on EA Sports. Houston, Texas, the site for today's game.
Two incredibly dangerous tight ends getting ready to create problems for the opposing defenses in this matchup, Phil.
Man, when you're a quarterback, there is nothing like having a good tight end. Because, you know why? Because he's close to you. So it doesn't take great skill to throw the ball 5 or 6 yards from where you're at to a tight end who can catch it nowadays. And not only catch the ball, get you about 10 or 15 extra yards running with it.
They bring in the extra tight end.
The defensive line now spreading out. I think they want to try to pressure the quarterback.
As Watkins marked down after a gain of 4.
On the outside for the Bills, you've got Percy Harvin, who's gone from the Vikings to the Jets and now to the Bills. What does he bring to this team, Phil?
Well, he brings a lot, Jim. He brings speed. That's the number one thing. And you got to find ways to get him the football, put him in the backfield, throw a screen to him, wide receiver screen, or just let him run down the field and see if he can be faster than everybody else.
He was the first overall selection in the 2014 NFL Draft out of South Carolina, Jadeveon Clowney.
I think Clowney deserved to be the first pick of the draft in 2014. I think if he stays healthy, he is just an unbelievable, outstanding football player. Look out for him.
The Bills line up, split backfield. Third and 6. Still got it after the play action. Breaks out of that one.
Don't always have to throw the football past the yard markers. That's another thing I hate to hear. This time the offense throws it behind the yard markers on the screen pass. Good execution. They pick up a first down.
Taylor set, empty backfield. First down at the 47. Percy Harvin has the catch. Jackson's all over the ball carrier.
Well, we see it more and more. Football's thrown behind the line of scrimmage. They do it that time. Nice catch, but a loss of yards on the play.
That's second down coming up.
The defensive line, they're all talking. They're all shifting to the right.
Taylor's going to take it from the gun. Looking middle that time. And it's incomplete.
Well, the defense has got to be happy about this situation. Anytime early in the game you get an offense in 3rd and long, you are looking to make a play and get things rolling on your side.
It'll be 3rd down. The Bills come to the line with an empty backfield. Taylor standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. And it's batted down.
The Bills don't have a lot of options on 3rd and long situations. The pass goes incomplete, and the defense did a good job of staying back there and not giving up the deep throw.
They bring back out the offense to go for it.
The Bills need to get to the 43 to pick up a first. The Bills have it at the 44. The Bills turn the ball over on downs.
The Bills that time go for it on 4th down, and they fail. I did not understand the decision, but you got to make sure your team doesn't get down from that. You got to keep them up.
Setting up now at the 44-yard line.
Hoyer's going to be in the pistol here. First down at the 44. To the outside, Foster gains 5. Let's set the lineups now for the offense. DeAndre Hopkins, a former first-round pick out of Clemson.
He was a steal, Jim, with the 27th pick of the draft. Very productive last year. Tough, good blocker in the run game, and he can make those contested catches.
Here's a look at the defense at cornerback, the former first-round pick out of South Carolina, Stephon Gilmore.
Gilmore is making that transition. It's not easy going from college, where he played in the SEC at South Carolina, to the NFL, but he got better last year. This year, I think he's going to turn into an outstanding corner.
The coach is going to go for it.
The Bills packing the box here. 46 formation. The Texans will take the snap from the 35.
The Texans decided to go for it on 4th down that time, and hey, it didn't pay off. And, of course, the coach, look at him now. He is second-guessing his decision.
Loss of a couple that time. The Bills have to still be thinking about what happened on their last possession as they get ready to start this next one.
Well, how can the offensive players have confidence? They're thinking, man, well, how's this game going to be managed? We can be in any situation, and we're going to go for it. It's just crazy. It's bad. It's not smart, and you just got to play better.
You wonder where the threshold point is from your own side of the 50. And 4th and 30, is it? 4th and 35. And what touchdown!
That's a big way to get the momentum in your favor with that touchdown, Phil.
Yeah, nothing like it. Midway through the first quarter, you're on top of the other team, and you just feel like, hey, we got things under control, and you're putting pressure on the opposition to go out there and try to make something happen.
Dan Carpenter readying his team for the kickoff.
Demps on the return. Able to move past the 20 and brought down at the 23.
The Texans taking the field again on offense. They paid the price for an aggressive decision on their last possession. Passing up on the field goal attempt and going for it on 4th down, then coming up short.
Yeah, look, no second guessing for me on that. I'll just say this. I'll give the defense a lot of credit. They were there. They were ready for the situation. They made the play, and that's why the offense came away with no points.
How do you think the offense is feeling right now after that coach's decision?
Well, shoot, they're disappointed. The coach believed in them. You know, they know the coach is showing faith. Well, he showed faith, and they let him down.
The Texans have it at the 29.
It's caught by Washington. Let's see if they can complete another one. This time, perhaps, for the first down. Third down coming up.
Foster's got it on the handoff.
Still on his feet.
Foster's able to get it done that time. Why? Because he has the power and the will to make it happen. Third and short, he just gets it done with sheer willpower.
They break huddle at the 18-yard line.
Here they come back to the line after the 50-yard gainer on the previous play. First down at the 18.
Timing grab. They give him the catch.
Good job by the offense getting the first down in the red zone. Now it becomes tricky. Can you deceive the defense where you get a chance to get a score? Look out here. They're going to blitz. They're all packing the line of scrimmage.
And the quarterback gives it to Arian Foster.
Second and goal from the 6.
Runs it across for the touchdown.
They've tied the game as this first quarter is winding down. I'm sure they're thrilled not to have to start the second quarter facing a stiff uphill climb.
Oh, absolutely. You got to be thrilled to be tied at this spot right now. The defense has been a little shaky here early in this football game, but the offense, great job of bouncing back and getting TD.
Watkins has got it on the return. And he's tackled right at about the 28-yard line.
The Bills offense taking the field again. They got everything they could out of that last possession, Phil. That was a solid touchdown drive.
Yeah, just look at them, Jim. The way they run onto the field, you can see they're exuding confidence. And when you got a confident football team, man, let them go and let them play and see if they can make it happen again.
Second down following that incompletion. Taylor's lined up. 2 tight ends set.
Going for the home run.
Pulls it in. What a goal and what a catch. It's first down as they head to the line. Let's see what they do on first down following that huge play. The ball is taken out of his hands.
Got to give the secondary credit. In this passing league now, it's hard to make plays, but a good play there and another incomplete pass.
The Bills take it from the 33. Looking for Percy Harvin. Touchdown, Buffalo Bills. Harvin, second touchdown of the game.
I give all the credit to the wide receiver here. What a route. Fooled the defender. He is wide open. Nice throw by the quarterback for the touchdown.
And the extra point is good.
Dan Carpenter readying his team for the kickoff.
Across the 20 and tackled at the 21.
The Texans offense preparing to get this drive underway. Their last drive actually ended in a touchdown, Phil. We'll see if they still have it in them to issue a repeat performance.
Well, what you saw in that last drive was everything just came together perfectly for him. The experience of the football team, the talent of the players, and the coaches helped them out, and they got it done.
Out of the gun. Makes the catch in the open field. Hopkins take it down. That's his first reception today. How about the way he always locks in and concentrates on the catch?
Man, he's got hands like glue. When you shake his hand, he can break yours because that's how strong they are. So not surprised to see him just reach out and just snatch the football out of the air.
The Texans will try to take advantage of that big play.
At the end of the first quarter, as we now get the second quarter started.
The line of scrimmage is the 38-yard line.
That was a big gainer. Now it's time to back it up.
And the second quarter is underway with this snap. The Texans now move the chains.
They're back at the line after that catch for a first down.
They're changing things here. The quarterback changing. He's giving the receiver some new instructions.
Could have been intercepted.
Lots of ways to attack cover two. There's no doubt about it. You can throw it underneath. You can pump fake the safeties, make one of them move, and still throw it deep down the field.
Second and 10.
Foster. Still not taken down.
And that's a gain of 10.
He's now over 60 yards rushing on the ground.
That last play was a run. Third down coming up.
The Texans come out. Jumbo package on the field. Foster has it out of the eye.
The offense back on the field here for this 4th and 4.
Shotgun look here for Brian Hoyer.
Here we go now. Green, 90.
Hoyer's back in shotgun formation. Complete to Hopkins.
Jim, the defense gives up the first down that time inside the red zone. But there's only so many things the offense can do. Let's see if they can hold them.
Here we go. Left. Go.
First and goal from the 5.
After the incomplete pass, it brings up second down.
They're going to run it on the toss.
Force it across for the touchdown.
Phil, we're early second quarter, and things suddenly are all back to square one. All tied up after that touchdown.
This game is shaping up to be something special. Really, I like the feel of it. It's exciting. Can't wait to see what happens here in the rest of this quarter.
Nick Novak ready for the kickoff.
Watkins got a chance to return this one. And he's tackled right at the 30-yard line after that return.
The Bills on a quest for their third straight scoring drive here, Phil. They've been having their way with that defense on these last few possessions.
Well, let me say this, Jim, it's not that easy to score points in the NFL. Not the way they're making it look, and they're confident. They look like they're fast, they're fresh, they're rested. It's been fun to watch.
McCoy, solo back set.
The D-lines, they're seeing something on the offensive side. Everybody's shifting to their left.
First down at the 30. McCoy's going to take the handoff now.
They're able to move the chains after that last run.
McCoy lines up in the backfield.
An extra tight end on the field for this one.
And that'll gain just a few yards.
McCoy's a dangerous runner when you give him room to run, but there is no room this time. What a job by the defense. They bottled him up for a short gain.
Second down and 8.
McCoy's handed the football. And picks up maybe 3 or 4.
When you run the football like this and you show toughness, there is no doubt when you fake it and try to throw the football down the field, the quarterback's going to have all day to get it done.
McCoy's got it again.
He's brought down. That's going to bring up fourth down.
This is called managing the football game as a head coach. What are you doing here? You got to lead. It's close. It's fourth down. It's short yardage. You're near midfield. Don't do it. Punt the football away. And if the other team's going to go ahead, make them drive the length of the field.
The Bills have decided now to go for it on 4th down and a short yardage situation.
For this play, they'll go with 2 tight ends.
McCoy is taking the handoff.
That's a tackle at the 48. The Bills go for it on 4th down, and they do not get it done. Now it's up to their defense to bail them out.
The Texans back on the field with their offense now. They've scored on each of their last 2 drives and have to be feeling pretty confident right now at the start of this one.
Yeah, it is amazing what the mind can do sometimes on the football field. You go out there and you score, and you feel like nothing can stop you. So it would not be surprised to see them to go out there and have success again.
First down at the 48. To the outside, Foster. He's got over 110 yards rushing on the day.
Texans offensive line will be whooping it up tomorrow when they watch this play in the film room. What a good job by them. Excellent planning and awesome execution.
First and goal from the 3. Foster is going to secure the handoff. Is able to read that play and make the hit.
What a job by the defense down on the goal line. They were playing run all the way. It was a run. They got the penetration, and they tackled the runner for a loss. Now he's going to change the play, and look out. I think he's going to go down the field with the football.
Warriors tackled down after a gain of 5.
The offense is so close right here. They just need to show a little power and punch this in the end zone and get that touchdown.
Just a yard out. Third and goal from the 1. Houston across for the touchdown. Warriors' second touchdown of the game. Here's the quick toss.
Hey, I like the play. Really creative thought process there, and the offense caught the defense by surprise.
The Bills are ready to return the kickoff.
Watkins has got a chance for a return. And he's tackled right at about the 28-yard line. The Bills offense getting ready to start this drive. I'm sure they're having a hard time letting go of what happened last time when they had the football across midfield and field goal range and failed to come away with any points.
Look, I like the fact that they went for it on 4th down. What I disagree with was the play call. It was it didn't give the quarterback enough options, and that's why it failed.
But you still agree that they should have gone for it?
Absolutely.
Very nearly intercepted.
Well, they go for the bomb, but the defensive backfield was not fooled.
Yeah, they were all over at that time, and that was like shadow defense. Wherever the receiver was going, the defense was right next to him. Great job.
Incomplete. That was Demps on the coverage.
Well, it doesn't get much worse than this, does it? You're losing the football game. Now you're looking at 3rd and long, and look, there are no miracles in the NFL. I'll tell you that. So be smart. If the play is not there, don't force it. Dump it off and wait for the next time you get it.
McCoy has the grab. He's tackled beyond the markers. It's a first down.
If you think you can get a play off quickly and not use a timeout, you go with the hurry-up offense. That time, a good job by the coach and the quarterback.
Second down after the incompletion. Taylor's got it in the gun. McCoy has the catch. And now they'll be on the other side of the 50 after this play.
The best way to get more plays in before the end of the first half, go to the hurry-up offense. Nice job by the coach. We'll see if the quarterback can make it work.
And it's caught by LaShawn McCoy. The Bills are going to burn the first of their 3 timeouts right here.
That short pass play picked up 6. It's now 2nd down and 4.
McCoy on the screen. McKinney's the one who made the big stop.
Good job by the offense here. Hustle up, get that football snap, conserve time, and most of all, conserve that timeout. Those are big down the stretch.
Jarring hit that time. Knocks the ball free.
Good timing by the defensive player that time. He gets to the receiver just as the football is getting there and makes the hit, knocks that football loose.
The Bills elect to go for it and bypass the punt on 4th down.
Doesn't like what he sees on the defensive side, so he is changing the play to the receivers by giving him hand signals.
The Bills turned the ball over on downs. The Texans defense probably in shock that the offense went for it on 4th and long, and they come up with the stop.
Well, look, I'm in shock. I don't even know what to say. You know, I like to talk a lot. That leaves you speechless. You're going to have to answer a lot of questions when this game is over about that decision.
Boyers all by himself in the backfield for this snap. Boyers going to take the snap from the shotgun. Looking at every option. And the pass goes incomplete. Roby in on the coverage.
Man, the quarterback, the coaches, his teammates, everybody loves to see a player give that type of effort. How about the receiver just going all out to make the catch? Doesn't quite get there, but the effort is outstanding.
Boyer's going to take it from the gun. Looking across the middle. Incompletion here as he was looking over the middle.
Jim, in a situation like this, you just got to be smart. It's 3rd and long. You're winning the football game. Don't take any chances. Don't turn it over. If you punt it, that might be a good thing. The D-line all talking. I think they're expecting run. That's why they're shifting to their left.
Now they take the football onto the opponent's side of the field. The Texans signal for the timeout, and that's the first one they've used. This will probably be the last play of the first half. 1st down at the 44. Looking to go down the field here. Nice catch. And that's going to do it for the first half. We'll be back to Space City, Houston, Texas, for the start of the second half after the break. Okay, Larry, looking sharp back in that studio. Thank you for that. And now we're ready to get the 3rd quarter underway as these teams take the field. And this is Debs running it out. Ball is out. Williams going to make the tackle. Dives across, and he's in for the touchdown.
That's the way they're taught, to be greedy. Don't be satisfied with just getting the turnover. Take it all the way back to the house for the score.
Officials stop play now. They want to take another look at that last play. So now they're going to take a look at whether the knee was down before the ball came out.
Well, when we look at this, let's look when the knee hits the ground. And as we look at it, when the knee hits the ground, does he still have total control of the football? If you deem him to have total control, then it is not a fumble.
The Bills defense now loading up, expecting pass with a dime defense. 1st down at the 16. Quarters formation here for the defense.
Here we go now.
Hey, how about that? The defensive line, everybody shifting to the left. I think they're expecting a run.
Off the right side, Foster. Williams there to take him down. The Texans have really been able to run the ball today. That's been a huge reason why they lead. Foster's dominated on the ground.
There is nothing like dominating a football game physically. They have overwhelmed the defense, and a good job by the offensive coordinator managing this game today. Well, the defense, they give them a first down there. They're behind. They just can't sit back there and keep bending. You got to take some chances, go on the offensive, on the defensive side, and just make things happen.
The Texans take it from the 28. That's a gain of 10. What an effort by Arian Foster, leading to a big gainer.
Yeah, Arian Foster is absolutely the smoothest runner in the NFL. He makes it look easy, and you think, okay, he's not going to get by the defenders, but that speed, it's sneaky, and he has proven to be one of the best running backs in the NFL.
First down here after the run. Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. Cecil Shorts the third has the catch. No time to waste. They hurry to the line. First down at the 42. Close brush with an interception that time by Gilmore. Boy, that was some hit that time that knocked the ball out.
Yeah, it was a good hit, but listen, you can tell the receiver's expecting that big hit. I don't know why. You're going to get hit no matter what, so you might as well just go ahead and catch the football.
They give it to him on the counter. That's a gain of 6. Now 3rd and 4 following the run. They'll go ground. And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to 4th down. Going for it on 4th down. The Texans approach the line, and they're going with their jumbo package. The Texans turn the ball over on downs.
Well, when you're winning in a tight game in the second half, I don't know about going forward on 4th down. That was a big decision. It could come back to really haunt them.
The Bills offense now will try to sustain a drive after giving the ball away just a few minutes ago before their defense came up with a play to return the pigskin.
Man, they should thank the defense bailing them out of trouble getting that turnover. You're right. They're just giving the football away, not being conscious of holding it the right way. It's just been sloppy play on the offense. The Bills did a good job that time picking up the first down. Let's look at the situation. You're behind the second half. You keep looking to pick up those first downs, and you get enough of them. What does it do? Pretty simple. It leads to a score. When you see a receiver drop a pass, it does go through the quarterback's mind. Well, he's a good player, and I want to keep his confidence level up, and I want to keep him into the game. So when you get a chance, you throw him another football so he can make that catch and get right back in with it.
2nd down and 10. McCoy has the grab. Joseph in on the tackle. The Bills still trail, but as we look at the passing numbers, it's hard to find much fault with them. Taylor's numbers, though, speak to a team that could be winning if other things like their defense were doing their part here, partner.
Well, Bills are in the end zone. Touchdown.
Well, we knew the next score was going to be a critical one, and it turns out they're the ones to get it, making this a tie game midway through quarter number 3.
Oh, boy, that just takes all the pressure off of you. You know, when it gets in the second half and midway in the third quarter, you start watching that scoreboard. So to come up with that touchdown and tie this game up, that eliminates a lot of pressure.
The Texans ready to take that football down the field.
This is Dibs running it out. And they're all over him at the 18-yard line.
The Texans on offense, you'll remember the last time they were on the field, they faced that decision in opponent's territory and opted to go for it instead of kicking the field goal.
Yeah, I would think they're pretty motivated coming back out in the field, especially since they got nothing out of that last drive. I agree with the decision to go for it on 4th down. They just need better execution from the offensive players. Good job by the defense. They stopped the offense that time on first down. Now the defense is in a good situation.
Second down and 11. And the quarterback gives it to Arian Foster. This is third down.
Brian Hoyer takes it from the center. Toss to the outside. That's a good tackle, and that's a quick 3 and out.
The Texans know what a situation they were in right there, and it was a tough one. Third and long, what are you going to do? Well, they decide to run the football, and I agree with that. If you try to throw it down the field, it probably was going to lead to a mistake.
The Texans don't want any part of punting the football. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Shotgun look here for Brian Hoyer. Hoyer standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap.
Scans the field. Wow, what a catch.
Still the prettiest play in the NFL. The long arching pass down the field and watching a speedy receiver run right under it. What a throw, what a catch.
They hurry to the line of scrimmage. First and 10.
Quarterback is sacked by Bradham.
You know you got a good defense when you can hit the quarterback and sack him when you're only sending your defensive front and no blitzers.
Here we go now.
Look out, they're changing the play to take advantage of something they see on the defensive side.
Throws the pass.
Can't hold on here as this falls incomplete. Third down on the way. The Texans line up. First down marker right at the 47-yard line. Hoyer's back in shotgun formation. Over the middle and incomplete that time.
The Texans really don't have much of a chance of picking up this first down. It's third and long. Of course, the defense is looking for passes down the field. They're all over everything, and the pass goes incomplete.
Harvin will return the punt. Johnson's in on the tackle.
And welcome back as we're about to get underway here in this one.
The Bills have been in a fight today. The score's 21-21.
D-line is shifting inside. They're pinching. I think they're expecting a run up the middle.
Here is the first snap of the final quarter. Picks up 8 here. The Bills have been involved in a highly competitive game here today, and it's been their passing attack that has come through. Taylor's really been locked in today.
Their passing game has absolutely kept them in this football game. That's why they're tied, and and at this point, they have the hope the quarterback is going to lead them to victory. You see the linebackers moving? What they're trying to do is confuse the quarterback.
First and 10.
It's Clay. The Bills get a first down. That's his first reception today.
There has been good pass protection for the quarterback all day long. He has not been sacked much, and he throws it there and gets another completion.
The Bills have it at the 39.
He's averaging 5 yards per carry on the day. And now they're in the hurry-up. Second and 2.
Takes another handoff. And there's only 2 yards to be found right there. They feed it to him one more time. The offense back out on the field here for this 4th and short play. The Bills snap it at the 31. He'll get it again. McCoy taken down. The Bills with the gutsy call, and they convert here on 4th and short.
Yeah, it was. Gutsy call by the offense and the offensive coordinator. But look, this guy's willing to take chances, and he tries these plays and these situations every game, and that time they came through.
Taylor's got it in the gun.
Quarterbacks love throwing the football on first down. Usually it's the easiest defense to throw against. They do a nice job that time. They get some good yards, and it's almost a first down.
Tackle made by Clowney that time. About to snap it for the 9th play of the drive. They get set quickly, ready for another snap. McCoy jams it across the goal line for the touchdown. At the most critical time, they found the end zone and taken the lead. It's up to the defense now to hold on to it.
Yeah, that's what they've done. They put the pressure on their defense, go out there and finish this game off. And then, hey, look, you always got to feel good as a defensive player when you take the field with the lead.
Tackled just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line. The Texans didn't get much out of that last drive, so now here they come again on offense. I'm sure they're going to be a little bit more of an urgency to the offense this time.
Well, I'll just say this to you, Jim Nance. I sure hope so. After that last drive, that was just too generic, wasn't very well thought out, and they got to change what they're doing on the offensive side.
Got to give that defense a little credit, though, don't you?
Well, yeah, the defense did its job, but, man, that was pretty easy. That's a wonderful job that time by the secondary. Everybody's in position, nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football, and it leads to another incomplete pass.
The Texans from the 22. And straight ahead, Foster. Tackle's made, and that'll move the chains.
The Texans just picked up a big first down that time, Jim. When you're down in the second half, every first down is crucial. Nice job that time by the offense.
No huddle time. Now 1st and 10. Foster. And it's used there to meet him.
Here we go. Green 90.
He'll take the snap about midway through the 4th. He had no time to get set.
In a situation like this, 3rd and long, if you're the defense, catch them by surprise and blitz.
Here we go.
The Texans will take the snap from the 35. He's brought down. That's going to bring up 4th down.
When you're losing and you have the football, you need to make a play on 3rd down. That was just a bad play call. And now it's 4th down. You're going to have to punt.
They bring back out the offense to go for it. These guys need to make something happen on offense with time beginning to run out. The Texans will take the snap from the 40. DeAndre Hopkins with the grab.
I think we heard this all week long, didn't we, Jim? They wanted to be aggressive in this football game, and they're calling the plays and managing of the game, but you're losing. It's close. You go for it on 4th down. That's a lot to try to overcome.
Loss of 3 on the play. The defense needs a big stop here in order to give the offense a chance as we're running low on time in this one. Inside, and he's home for the touchdown. That might have provided them with all the cushion they need to close this one out, Phil.
I think it did, Jim. This cushion is so big, if you and I were on the defensive side, I think we'd still be safe. That's how big it's gotten and how dominant a performance this has been by the team today.
Stop him from running it out to the 20. Mark him down at the 19.
The Texans back out there on offense. Their last drive, they had 4th down on their own side of midfield. They decided to go for it instead of punting the football away. We both were wondering why.
Oh, man, some people just never learn. They keep going forward on 4th down when they're in their own territory, and it always backfires. And what do you expect? Well, I know what you can expect, another loss. You just got to be smart with your decision-making when you're managing a football game. Quarterback likes what he sees out there outside. He's changing the play with the wide receiver.
The Texans now move the chains. Time for the hurry-up offense. First down at the 32. The catch by Hopkins. And he's going to be tackled right around the 43. The Texans take it from the 43. Look at that concentration as he makes the grab. Following that completion, 2nd and short. This will probably be the last play before the 2-minute warning here in the final quarter. Foster's got it. First down. 2 minutes remaining, and you're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First down, pressure on every snap now. Boyer's going to take the snap from the shotgun. The reception by Foster.
You can only take what the defense gives you. Even though the offense is down here in the 4th quarter, they throw it short. That was a smart play. Good job by the offense going the hurry-up offense. You do this to get the plays in, but also you want to conserve the timeouts. When you have an offense like this that just keeps getting first downs, not only are they moving in scoring position, but they're giving their defense a lot of rest.
Holding on to the timeout. They'll rush back to the line. Launches it down the field. Second down coming up. Time, obviously, a factor the rest of the way. The Texans from the 27. Had it, but dropped it.
Good job that time by the secondary. They're in good position. They make the play, and it's an incomplete pass by the quarterback.
3rd and long, a big spot here as they trail late. The Texans from the 27. Outside now on the toss.
My gosh, you work on this situation every single day at practice. Know the clock, know the situation. Get out of bounds right there. Managing that clock, such a big deal in the NFL. That's why they're hurrying up. Don't use that timeout. Keep those timeouts because that is going to maybe give you a chance to win the game.
Trailing. They'll go hurry up rather than call a timeout. First down at the 15. Every play is huge now. 2nd down on the way. They'll go to the hurry up here as the clock runs. Boyer's going to take it from the gun. And the pass is picked off. And that will all but do it. Phil, can you believe the defense steps up and makes the interception to clinch it for him today?
Oh, they love this. Nothing like winning a game with a defensive play to ice everything. And I give the defense all the credit. Just a great play on their part.
The Texans defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. Reaches out and snatches it. And that's a gain of 13. That's his first reception today.
What a nice job on the catch this time and breaking the tackle and getting those extra yards. When you make plays like that, if I was a quarterback, I'd give you a few more chances with the football.
Taylor's completion percentage, 60% on the day.
Well, even though they didn't get to completion, I like the fact that they tried to throw the football deep down the field. Keep that defense off balance.
One more play, and it's in the books. 2nd and 10. J.J. gets to the quarterback. Well, Phil, I enjoyed watching the game with you, and how about a final thought about that victory?
Well, you know, Jim, I wish I could say the same, that I enjoyed spending these last 3 hours with you, but that's just not the case. But, no, just kidding, of course. Nice win. They got to feel good about what they've done and celebrate a little tonight.
I think I'll see you next week, maybe.
So for Phil Simms and all the crew at EA Sports, Jim Nance saying so long for now.